What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. I know I promised to do a live commentary, but we're gonna put that on hold for a little while. I was busy this weekend, and let's just say today I had a little bit of a health scare that I'm not going to discuss until I know more about what the heck is going on. I don't need to worry you guys, but it's something that worried me this morning. And anyway, we're gonna focus on the game itself. This is the premium Italian OF-40 MTCA, and this is a tank that I have struggled with quite a bit. I've made bad plays, bad decisions, and I've had a lot of bad teammates. Coming into this battle, I have played 17 battles, and of those 17 battles, I have one victory. You know how bad that looks? Oh my gosh. You know how bad that feels? It's embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing. And all of you who know this vehicle know it's a good tank. But no matter how well or poorly I do, I just cannot seem to get a victory. But that's all about to change, I promise. Yeah, spoiler alert, we do win this battle, but it's not going to be easy. So I know playing this map, Korea, that there are always people going to come up this little route, this little ramp. And there are, I believe, 6 tanks on this ramp coming up. I'm about to see one. There's a T-64A. Take him out, back up, and wait patiently. There is, I believe, an XM803 plus 4 or 5 T-55AMs on that ramp. There's just so many vehicles. You can hear their engines revving in the background. But what I did is I put myself into a corner inadvertently. Take him out. The XM803 pushes me, and I just can't go anywhere. I have driven myself into a place that I cannot get out of, and no matter where I drive my ass in, I'm running into a rock. There, my engine goes out. I'm on fire. I thought for a split second that was the enemy tank, but no. Further inspection, I just couldn't see him. I just couldn't find him, and it burned down much quicker than I expected. So, 2 kills with the OF-40, pretty much normal. Like I said, I have a 2-to-1 KD in the OF-40, despite having like a 5% win rate. Anyway, out with the G.91 R. This is another premium. Trying to grind some RP. I have a 30% RP booster on. If you don't have this, this is actually a really good vehicle for Italian tanks. Got these 2 enormous NORD ATGMs that are just excellent for taking down tanks. This is like my first or second battle with this thing. It's stupidly easy to aim. There's a Yak-9. He gets shot down. I didn't see any tanks where I expected to see him. They're actually pushing pretty aggressively. So we're going to look towards that ramp that leads up to that little donut area. I'm not really sure what else you can call it. See a couple of vehicles here near the smoke. Just take aim for this one. I fire my left rocket, or ATGM, easy kill, right in the back of the turret, that T-55AM. So there's one down. You want to be really careful when flying the G.91, because while it is capable of hitting a high rate of speed, it can also very easily rip its wings when you pull hard. My teammate is engaging something up here. It's a warrior behind this rock. Aim the right one, take him out. Our 2 rockets are gone. 2 ATGMs, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Look behind me, sky is clear. Thought I saw something over here on our side, but it's just a dead tank. Check the scoreboard, and the enemy team still has quite a few players left. And almost all of them are pushing our cap. As we zoom in here, you can see there's about 5 or 6 tanks in this area. And I just happened to see an M18. Well, I've got 50 kills, so I can easily kill that thing. take down about 3 crew members, and I disable his transmission. So I'm feeling pretty good at this point. I figure, well, M18, he stopped. I can take him out. I'll just focus him, get an easy kill. But I get greedy, and I don't pull up in time. That's the top tier quality gameplay you come here for, right? So we get 2 kills, you get 1 crit on the M18, and I decided to take out the OF-40 Mark II. After all, I have a 30% RP booster on. This thing I don't even have. I don't really have much of anything unlocked on it. It's still quite stuck. I'm firing APDS shells for Pete's sake. I need some help here. So let's take this out. We know where they all are. Well, at least 2/3 of the enemy team. They're on that lump, that little hill on the opposite side of where A is. The only question is how far have they pushed? Have they pushed beyond that lump, that little hill, and have they gone into the water yet? Just how close to the cap have they proceeded since I died? These are binoculars, and they haven't pushed beyond the hill. So let's go on after them. M48 leads the way. Well, that wasn't really the life I expected. Now, I thought that this guy initially was pretty far away, but as it turns out, he's on that circular area in the well, I guess you might call it the donut. I'm not really sure what else to call it. When I think of the donut, I tend to think of the circular area on, I think it's Finland, with that winter map. I'm not really sure what else people use for terminology here on this map. So we're out of really good vehicles. I thought I don't like the Centauro a whole lot, at least not on this map. It's okay. I figured I got the RP booster on. I use a premium tank, and we'll try to clean up whatever's down here. So as it turns out, the XM803 is actually closer. As I mentioned, he's right here. He's getting strafed, and he's down. So he's down. What else is here? So before rushing in, we deal with another struggle that I have, and that is just how aggressive do I have to be? What is the right move? And that is really the eternal struggle that I always have had with tanks, and that is because in RB you don't have markers, you don't know where everyone is. Well, on the opposite side of that wall that you may have seen, there is a T-55 AM. I didn't see him at the time. He didn't see me. So I pushed down here, completely oblivious to oblivious to the fact that he was here. Said I come over here and help out my teammate who was crying for help. There's a T-72 over here. Take him out with an ammo rack shot. And we push on up. Cautiously though. And this is where the match gets exciting, because we have vehicles all over. I bounced a shot from next to M1. I realized that that's actually what that is. Take out his gun breech and barrel, and before I can reload, he backs into cover. I push the cap to try to get on the land and get a good clean shot on him. And as I do, I get shot from my left on the opposite side of the water. There's a T-55 AM who he only gets 1 crew member, but I get all of his thanks to the ammo rack. This, meanwhile, gives me the opportunity to push a little bit further and some more safely, a little bit further ahead on up, take out the XM1's turret. He just had too much stuff to repair. Can you hear that? There's another tank on the opposite side of this little mound. I didn't know what it was at the time, but as it turns out, it's a T-55 AM. Lots and lots of premiums at this tier. So I figured I would just sit here in the cap and replace a crew member. After all, I know my left is clear, and I can see all the way to my right, so why push? Why be aggressive? Well, the truth is I should have been more aggressive. At least a little bit more aggressive than I was. Because my teammate in the King Tiger, why anyone would be playing a King Tiger at this tier, I don't know. Then again, why would anyone be playing an M18? the bizarre choices we make. Anyway, the King Tiger engages the T-55, which serves as a great distraction, as it allows me to take out the T-55 AM from behind, as he was focused all of his attention on the King Tiger. The King Tiger, however, would lose that battle, but I think in the end we would end up doing okay. You hate to see a King Tiger go down, but in this tier, I think it's an okay sacrifice. So again, we find ourselves in the predicament of how aggressive do we need to be. Now, a couple of minutes ago, I did see a map mark over by our spawn area. And on one of the roads, I saw an enemy tank marked. At the time, I didn't know whether or not he was still alive, so I'm kind of leery about being sniped in the back. So I'm reluctant to push too far forward, not knowing whether or not that guy is still alive. And no one's pinging the map, so I don't know. So I drop artillery on Bravo, thinking maybe someone's camping that area. I might get a hit. Might tell us something. I'm going to play the right side of this little dirt mound and hope that I hear another engine. Thinking someone eventually will push up and be more aggressive than I will be. Now, the enemy team only has a couple of players left, one of which is a PE8. I believe that PE8 player was also in the BT7 a few minutes prior, so we have a lot of people memeing around here in very low tier vehicles. It wouldn't take long, about 45 seconds later another tank would pop up. It's a T-62M. The first shot takes out his turret, and there's really nothing he can do at this point. Just finish him off. Put him out of his misery. Take a look around, and half of our team is in SPA. That guy just... man, he's lucky. He's lucky he can't drown in that thing. The way people abuse their vehicles in this game sometimes, it's pretty amazing. Just take a look at what's left of this little town. It's been completely bombed out. I would wait probably 20 seconds before I would push up, since killing that T-62. And it became pretty apparent that my team was ready to push and be aggressive, because they were obviously paying more attention to the scoreboard than I was. They only had 2 players left at this point in the game. One was the PE8, and the other was the M247. Now the M247 is in the water on the left-hand side of the bridge. No one's actually pinging the map saying, hey, he's right here. It would be nice. I thought he was on the bridge in the smoke somewhere, but no, he's too low. And I'm trying to get on across the water, get above him, and to get a shot at him, but I don't remember just how much penetration those shots have, so I'm kind of scared, to be honest with you. I don't want to die. This is my last really good tank. I'm trying to make a video on this damn thing. But the Gepard has him distracted, and that allows me to take a nice clean shot in the back of his turret. Take him out. The PE8 is God knows where. I watched the server replay just to see what happened around me, and as far as I can tell, the PE8 landed and left. Because I'm pretty sure he just left this guy high and dry. I would assume because he didn't have anything of value left in his lineup to take out. I mean, when you're in a BT7 and then a PE8, I figured he's probably out of really good vehicles. So there, I looked at the scoreboard and realized they only have 2 players left. I figured one is in the spawn, coming back, the M247. But at the time, I had no idea where the other guy was. I didn't even know he was in a P8, to tell you the truth. I figured we were probably going to get flanked from somewhere. But the last guy that we would see, has respawned in an XM1. I figured my artillery strike would be pretty good. You know, put it right on the road, leading onto the spawn. But for sure, he would drive right into it. Maybe he'd get marked. I could come around these rocks and shoot him right in the side. Nice, clean, quick end of the game, right? No. This guy actually was fairly smart, and he drove away from the road. He went towards, I guess you would say, the middle of the map a little bit. So he didn't stay on the road, he went to my left. And I thought for sure this guy was going to pop right up and get a nice clean shot. Come on, buddy, where are you? Eventually I work up the nerve to push him. I'm waiting for my team to tell me where this guy is. And then someone finally chimes in. He's right near the water. So with that information, I decided to push out, and there he is, just on the opposite side of the water. I get a lucky shot, takes out both his gunner and his driver, so he can't shoot me and he can't drive away. It's just perfect. It allows me a nice clean follow-up. For my 11th kill, that's 9 with this tank. So not quite a double ace with this, but close enough. And by far the best battle I've had with the OF-40 MTCA. This is really the only good battle I think that I have had. But to be honest with you, this is only like my 2nd win in 18 battles. That is absolutely terrible. But it was a battle that really paid off for me though, because remember I had a 30% research booster on 11 kills, and plus the plane was premium, so we did okay. 113,000 silver lines, 22,000 in vehicle research. Not bad at all. I also managed to get that new profile icon that was part of the event. That's a pretty cool icon. I think I'm going to use that myself for a while. I wouldn't mind seeing some American astronauts added. I think that would be a pretty cool addition as well. And guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that thumbs up button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.